Alrighty, what am I doing? I'm writing on my jazzercise. Yeah, yeah. This is my jazzercise. What is my jazzercise for? Well, I want these muscles way back in here to be stronger. And so, in order to make that happen, I have to exercise those muscles. And in the process, exercises all these other muscles in the jaw structure because we don't chew enough anymore. Now, we have a lot of evidence of this. This isn't just me making it up. In fact, my evidence came from me. The first time I saw this little sucker, I bought him. And it's like, wow, look at that. It's a piece of rubber. What could that do? So we got a set of three so that Trinity could try it, and I'd have one to use for myself. Now, you can imagine, I just had to overdo it. And I took that sucker in my mouth. There's a little one. The first one was like 20 pounds. Oh, that's just too easy. So I went to the middle one. That was like a 30 pounds, I think, of resistance against your teeth. So when you're biting, that's like taking a pretty hard apple, and take a bite out, and then keeping chewing it without tearing your teeth up in the back. If you don't have teeth, or if you have missing teeth, you won't chew as well. So therefore, you don't get the grip you were supposed to get to keep your jaws all bigger. So a lot of older people, what you see is their jaws shrink and their faces get really thin on the bottom. Why? Guess what? They aren't exercising their muscles. We have a massive number of muscles in our face. You wouldn't believe, not to mention all the little connections. That's why if you see a little bit of a slack or wrinkles and all the things that can happen as you age, a lot of that is because the muscle's gone. Especially after 60 or 70, we tend to lose our muscles a lot easier. Yes, I know. It's an annoying problem. So, what do? This is an example. Now, the first time I ever did that, I went in and put it in my mouth, with the heaviest one they had, and I'm doing, would you believe, I did 40 of them. Yeah, it's not that much. Okay, that's 40. Now, I'm biting down as hard as I can. Now, that's not isometric. That's just going ahead and squeezing it and letting up. Squeezing it all the way down as tight as you can and letting up. Now, the isometric part of that at the end is to squeeze it and hold it for a minute. All these muscles are nice and tight. All this. I've actually added at least a quarter inch in the width of my jaw by building my muscles back up. And when you're older, you lose that musculature really fast if you don't use it. If you're older and don't have teeth in the back, you're not going to use it. Now, they make them with another one. You can actually mold it to your mouth. It has a top that molds in hot water. You put it on, it gets soft, and you can actually shape it to your teeth. This particular one here has a rubber groove on the top, a rubber groove on the bottom. It's actually shaped to fit your mouth. So when I bite into this top, it's distinctly different than when I bite into the bottom because of the way it's made. Some people aren't going to be able to use this. I'm not going to say everybody can use this for a number of reasons. If you don't have teeth, you can possibly even use the gums. And if it doesn't irritate them so bad that you can't do it, I highly recommend that. Why? Because these muscles, all these muscles, are necessary. And the signs that you're not making them work enough is that you start getting the big sags under your eyes, you get black eyes, you get the raccoon around your eyes. So there's another technique, and you can actually add stuff to it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some more stuff on how to use, would you believe, of all things, castor oil on your face and massage techniques that go back thousands of years. And by doing these things, you can bring all these muscles and skin and back to vitality and get rid of the hooded brows. And I have pretty hooded brows. But if you don't, you're going to have like these because they just sag all the time. You look at your face. There's no muscles. Smiling takes more muscles than anything else you can do. Now, most people, you ain't got much to smile about. I understand that. But if you're not going to smile, at least go ahead and exercise the muscles. Do the best you can. I'll give you some more advice and stuff like that. Just check back with me. Thanks so much. Bye.